still like talking about it at the end of last session.
Indeed.
Leolio is not unwilling to run from a losing fight, though. He probably would agree to run away with you guys.
Ooh, thing. Anyway,
but will we be like leaving the generals and stuff behind?
Yep.
Oh, we're leaving everyone behind. Okay,
that seemed to be the consensus.
We're just dipping.
Should we though? I mean, we should help them because, like, if the people, if was it Mogus takes over this place, then we just leave the commanding officers and they'll take over everywhere, and it's like a big problem for us, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something to think about.
Point.
Something to think about. But what's going on, everybody? I am Maelstrom with Dungeons D-Bags, and we are here with another Wednesday night game night. Here's of Theros.
Boy.
We almost have a full table tonight. We are only missing one. Unfortunately, he will be missed. However, the rest of the gang is all here and ready to go. And there is lots to discuss. Last session, our heroes finally discussed with one another where they are from. Now, not all of them are from the same plane of Theros. Some actually came from Ravnica. Now, for all of you that are familiar with the lore of Magic the Gathering, you would know that Ravnica is the realm of the guilds, and if you're familiar with D&D, it's also in the base material that we can pull from there, so that's why some of them are from Ravnica as well, because we were trying to run a multi-plane campaign at one point. Just things got a little bit sidebarred, but it looks like things are starting to actually pick up, and they're starting to pull into threads for that multiversal threat that half the party is actually privy to, and just seem to not discuss it with the rest of everyone else. But we're deciding whether we're going to stay or whether we're going to go, as they say. So we're going to open up game now, and I'll let the players discuss among themselves how they want to continue before the meeting with the Matriarchs and Varant. Alright guys, what do you want to do?
So the meeting is tonight.
Yes.
Right?
It's still morning. It's a midday. It's around 1 o'clock afternoon.
Okay. And we're expecting to do the sewer explosion tomorrow.
Well, that's what you guys discussed. You're gonna try to lure that. I think that's what you guys discussed. You were going to lure as many horde inside the city and actually try to sink them into the sewers below.
Yeah, but that's tomorrow. I'm just trying to get a feel for the timeline. So the king is expecting us to do that tomorrow.
King Brimaz is expecting to do that tomorrow once the northern half of the districts of Oreskos have been evacuated.
Okay. Well, it seems like we have time to kill before the meeting with the matriarchs. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
What would I like to do? I'll probably just
shopping or any loose ends you want to take care of?
I'm curious. Hold on, because I might be able to get better armor. Right now I'm like at 18. Isn't there a way to get to 19?
Yeah, you can.
Plate gives me a lot, right?
What do we get for?
Plate is 18.
Plate is 18, but I mean, I doubt you're going to find anything better than plate right now, given the current circumstance.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well,
yeah, you're doing two-handed, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you wouldn't be able to use a shield. So in that case, you would need like some sort of enchanted item, like bracers of protection, cloak of protection, ring of protection, things like that. Iron stone.
Do they have that in this place, DM?
They could possibly. I mean, it's a huge city. You could probably find somebody willing to sell you something like that. But be advised, magical items like that are on the higher costing money. So yeah, 5,000.
Oh no.
Steal it.
Yeah, we could also steal it, but I don't want to,
We do have a rogue who can. We have a rogue who can fly and go invisible.
And it's during a siege.
True. Pretty sure the merchants will took their valuable jewels and stuff.
I mean, they haven't left yet, have they?
Most of the southern districts where the markets were have already been evacuated. You still have the square in like the upper square of the market, but that's all being packed up too because people are evacuate.
We want the time to find a merchant that sells that type of stuff, because like
I mean,
I've already got.
You could probably find a lot of them because a lot of people are camping up around the eastern gates of Deathmouse, getting ready to leave.
Right. Maybe I can go over there and then talk to the citizens, the merchant people. In the meantime,
You're gonna go. What do you?
yeah, I'm gonna go down there, the eastern gates. And I'm gonna go to like a merchant person with a bunch of jewels and stuff around him, and I'm gonna ask him for a jewel protection so that I can help protect him from the siege people.
All right. You see the same gentleman that sold you the bracers some time back.
Oh yeah, the silver inlaid. I still have it too.
Oh, my friend.
Totally
My friend, welcome back. Are you interested in more wares? Says.
yes, this magical gauntlet has served me well. I need. I would like to ask you for a jewel or jewelry of protection, so I can help you against this siege that will kill everyone, potentially.
I thought we were. Well, we were. I thought we were leaving on the way around that anyway.
Yeah. But if they catch up, who's gonna protect you?
What can one man do against the army? I think if they catch us, we are all pretty much condemned to the underworld.
I serve the god of death. I can protect you from death. I can strike a deal with my god to save.
Full persuasion.
Oh God. Oh, hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Well, it's like yes, me. You put in a good word for the Erebos, but hopefully it does not come to that. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me see that. Let me see that item, friend.
You twist my arm. He produces a ring with an emerald colored jewel on it and laid in gold. Like this will surely protect you.
Erebos thanks you, my friend.
Like not so fast.
Nope.
I still require coin. I am not running a charity.
How much?
300.
300.
This is a bargain.
I will show you something that no mere mortal will know. I bring up a gold coin, and I give it to him. I say, if you ever meet a man in a boat, give him this. He'll bring you back to life.
Roll persuasion.
Again?
Look, you're lying to him.
Oh.
Damn. Well, that's persuasive.
Let's see. Well, it would be, but you have disadvantage because he knows.
Oh, I'm dead.
The god of passage is not the same as the god of death. Doesn't have he doesn't have dominion over passage. That's a totally different god.
Womp womp.
That's 8.
Tragic.
Okay.
Like you pull the wool over my eyes, friend.
Okay. I'll give you 100, and I will give you the rest after we meet in Cetesa.
I suppose we could arrange this with interest, of course. Do you agree to the terms? Yes, you know. I mean, my reputation would be shot if I did not charge interest in such matters.
That is true.
That's very understandable.
Let us
So we have a
say,
deal?
yes, and for every, let's say, week unpaid, you owe me 20%.
A very fair bargain.
Alright, he extends the ring in his hand.
And I extend a sack of gold containing 100 gold pieces.
He
And I
takes
take the ring.
the sack of gold that disappears almost instantaneously in the sleeve of his robes, and he smiles at you. And you see the golden teeth, his golden plated teeth, gleaming at you with the most earnest smile. And he's like, "I'll be seeing you then. Don't forget, 1 week.
Of course. And I'll see you at the Tessa.
Till then, my friend."
See you then.
All right.
Awesome. I'll go back to the party.
Okay.
Cool. And I have +1 space.
Well, let's see. Because you just bought something from the guy that ripped you off.
Oh no.
Hey,
Is it
well,
real?
Roll a D100.
My God, me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It is not
Hey, that's
real.
good. It's not real? Oh my God.
It's
Bad.
it's not magical.
Ooh.
It's a ring. It's not magical.
Alright. Maybe I can get enchanted later. I'm very happy with my magical ring right now.
Yeah, right now, I mean, for all you know, it's a magical ring.
Unfortunate.
All those high rolls.
Matter of fact, that ring, while in possession, while you're unaware of it not being magical, it gives you the lucky feat.
Nice.
Ooh.
I guess it does kind of protect me, so he did kind of not rip me off.
Query, does that count as a placebo effect?
It is. So as soon as he learns it doesn't work, it doesn't have any power over him.
Oh God. I mean, look at
Ignorance
this.
is bliss.
Lucky feet and perfect. That's actually wonderful.
If anybody ever praises that ring, it's worthless.
So I go back to the party and I say, I have a ring of protection. A golden emerald ring of protection.
Oh, that's quite defined.
Yes, indeed.
Well, it's good. You are one of our frontline warriors. We need you as protected as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
A beautiful fake ring. And I don't know it's fake.
Mm-hmm. Boom, here you go. Wait, let me copy and paste the lucky feet into my...
The caveat
Yeah.
the caveat though is while in combat you attack as is reckless, given your new emboldened confidence.
Oh, my attack is reckless, so I get -10 to my rolls?
No, you get advantage on attacking, but enemies also have advantage against you.
Oh, that's
that's
real
fun.
bad.
That's fair.
Ditch the
I
ring.
roll
Ditch
high.
the ring.
But never.
That's so
Throw
bad.
the ring in the river.
This is the best ring ever. What do you mean?
The reason why it's good on barbarians is because they reduce damage by half.
Yep.
But you don't have that.
I do have lay on hand. Trust me, I'll be fine. Frontline warrior with like advantage at everything. I'll be all right.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Plus,
I have something I need to do on the technical sides of things, Mr. DM.
Okay, what's that?
I need to roll for my daily charges on the Sphere of Heliod.
Okay.
So it's a 1d6 plus 4.
Mhm. Nice.
Oh!
There you go.
Big money. Holy shit, it's fully charged.
Yeah.
nice. Ooh, I regain luck points when I finish a long rest, so I can just like re-roll my enemy's rolls. So if they have advantage, I'm like, no, thank you, and then re-roll the roll.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
So, does anybody need healing potions? I have a few I can pass out.
I have 2. I'm good.
I don't need
What
it.
about you're good, Leorio? What about Rags? What about you, Rags and HK? Do you guys need a potion?
No, I'm good. Potions are for sissies.
All right. HK, give me a healing potion.
Does he even use healing potions?
Healing potions will not work on non-organic matter.
Oof.
I believe
All right, I guess I'll just hold on to them then.
inorganic is the correct term.
No, I said they won't work on inorganic matter. Yeah, you're right. I said organic matter, huh?
I
Terrible.
thought,
I'm a terrible fucking robot.
I knew what you meant.
The robot closet.
Shit. And no one has mending?
Not Varen.
Not rags.
not the DM.
Nope, hilarious. Well, I got Tinkerer's tools. I'll be able to use those to tinker on me a little bit.
Tinker on you, huh?
Does healing
Yeah.
magic work on your Warforged?
Where's our artificer?
He's the one who didn't show up.
Yeah, he'd be the one who.
Yeah, he's the one who's never here.
He's like never here. He's like our satyr.
Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll find that. We'll find that out in game when I try to heal you if it works or not.
Alrighty. Man. Alright, so what so you guys done doing what you guys need to do? Or
Where's our satyr at?
Akris had
I
to
don't
leave
have
us
no
because
money.
Akris had to leave us because he got a new job.
No.
Oh, really?
I don't have any money, so I can't buy anything from the stores or whatnot.
Yeah, how do I only have 50 gold? That can't be right.
I
I
mean
have
it's your
74 gold.
character sheet.
Yeah,
And
we've been
Well, I
pretty
just
poor.
started.
and you guys
So-
I guess I haven't really been doing much looting. I should do more of that.
you guys really don't believe in side quests either.
Well, we did. That's one side quest.
Yeah, we
but-
just don't want to
I
waste
don't know what
time.
other side
Can you
quests-
stop clicking whatever you're clicking?
Have we had access to other side
apologies.
quests? I can't
Wow.
think of them.
That was super distracting.
Well, you did the one and you,
We could go back and try and find the golden fleece.
Well, the problem
Yeah.
is there's an army outside.
yeah, I was to say
I mean, after all of this, obviously.
Well,
excuse
we're
me,
leaving.
army of people. We're just out here hunting. Don't mind us.
Yeah, I think that quest is like sunk.
Yeah, it's
Like the person who gave it to us. I'm
He's
assuming
leaving.
the person who gave it to us is going to be fleeing the city,
yeah, he
and
is.
then
The centaur.
yeah, I think I don't remember. Yeah, and then we're going to be doing our own thing. Yeah, I think that ship is sailed.
Yeah, the centaur leather worker.
Yeah, he was a merchant. Yeah.
So, any other things?
Actually,
I want to go to
I
the
wanted-
orphanage.
Can we go
Go
where? I remember you saying the orphanage.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Are
no.
you about to like
Fair enough.
call the Jedi children? Like, what's
Oh,
going
did you?
on?
You're gonna get Maelstrom
I'm
banned.
going to the orphanage.
There's
I'm gonna
no,
adopt a child and teach him to.
you do know
sneak away.
there's no orphanages as you know them in Tethmos. Tethmos is just a city where the tribes, whatever the different prides, come together, conduct
Go to the slums,
business.
then.
There you go to the slums.
Just look around for other
Are you
kid
just
by
gonna go
themselves.
find a kid?
Okay, so you go to the slums.
Oh, you kidnapper.
What are you doing?
First off, I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can find a small child.
Oh God.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to go to the slums. Like I said, everybody's. You don't. I mean, you inexplicably can't find a small child.
What do I see then?
I mean, you see a bunch of people, like, they all have placid, like, stony faces set in fear and worry. Their brows are heavy, laden with the stress and discomfort of impending doom and army of an enemy god at the foot of their city, ready to pillage. They look like they've just lost or are about to lose everything they've ever known and cared for.
These people need some cheer around here. I'm gonna try and get
Yeah.
a small child.
You're
Oh,
trying to
small child, come forth.
You really want this kid?
Yeah, child.
Just start calling out.
you start calling for children.
Child, come forward.
No.
I have candy.
Hearing Rag say that, I walk over. Oh, can I have some candy?
Sure. I give him a ration.
That's not,
Oh shit!
Small child.
no small children.
Medium-sized child.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, you stroll around. About 2 hours passes. You eventually find a woman who has a small girl at her side.
Woman. What is thy name?
My name? You ask me, sir.
Yes, it is I. Of noble birth. Ask your name.
Nope.
Yes, it is I, as if she should know you.
I don't know you, stranger.
It's okay. Tell me what your child's name is.
Millie?
Millie. Yes, that would do fine. Man, I offer your child a chance at a better life. Join me on many escapades and adventures and boundless fun.
Listen, I'm sure you're a fine man, but I don't know you. And I certainly don't want to sell you my daughter.
How much? I want the price.
I don't... Sir, you can't buy my daughter.
I pulled out 1 gold coin.
She looks at it.
Eh?
No, you can't have my...
I pulled out 2 gold coins.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
14.
Not nearly enough.
I pulled out 3 gold coins.
Guards! She says. She clutches her child. Her
4 gold
her
coins.
breast.
Give it like 20.
She starts...
You guys aren't coming. We're in a fucking siege.
She starts screaming, guards! A couple of men around start looking looking up from packing wagons and stuff. As a scene.
Will put my ring on and disappear and slip away.
Okay.
Nice.
The
I will
woman.
wait for her guard to go down and kill this woman.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Diminishing
Soul
once
murder.
like that.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
I have a reason for the child. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yikes.
Oh no. Okay. How long are you planning on waiting for this?
I'll give it half an hour.
Okay, so she's sitting there. She looks worried and she's looking around. She's seen. Now she thinks like an evil spirit's come to try to steal her daughter. And she looks around, and all these people are like looking around. They're like clutching weapons and tools.
Are there any drunk people around?
I mean, no. I mean, it's kind of a sobering experience. Everybody's fearing for their
Really?
lives, getting ready to
Fuck.
leave.
Is there any dangerous looking people around?
All the people with weapons ready to kill you.
Any bandits looking around?
Any bandits?
People that look like they might be ne'er-do-welders.
Ne'er-do-welders? I mean, they're all ne'er-do-welders. Okay, citizens. They're all refugees now. They're all working together to survive by
Just when I need
leaving the
someone
city.
to fucking murder for me, I can't find a goddamn soul.
Rags walks by a mirror and sees himself.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
I'm gonna go up to HK. HK, I have a question and a favor. HK, son of Redacted.
Go ahead.
See, here's my plan, and I'm gonna whisper to him my plan about how I'm gonna put the child in the Cyclops' beard to cause a distraction, and I'll sacrifice the kid to save everyone else. So I need you to kill that woman so I can take the kid.
well, how would that work? Why would that work? Right?
You just use a person or an animal.
See, if I put him like in his ear or something, the shrieking of the child will cause him to turn,
Oh my god.
swat his ear, and that's when I stab him in the eye.
This sounds like just evil with extra steps.
Yeah.
This
Excuse
is
me.
what happens when you go drinking before D&D.
Wow.
Let me. Let.
And you come to the fucking robot because he's the least human of you all, huh?
Need to get you to do his dirty work.
Think of it mathematically. One life versus a city.
I mean, you could have just asked a soldier, a volunteer, or somebody.
No, it has to be a child. Their shrieks aren't loud enough.
Oh my god! I need shrieking children for my plan to work.
If that's the case, our artificer isn't here. Our artificer could have made something that sounded really loud and
Yeah,
you could have just put
well,
up
you
there.
know, he
put it in
decided
his
to go
ear.
hang out with his mom, so this child now has to die.
Wow.
And
Well-
it's the artificer's fault.
We can't just like have you fly up there with like some bomb and you put it in his ear and blow his head up.
Yeah, I mean, I can strap a bomb to the child. That works too.
No, no.
I
I
mean,
don't like this bit. I
is
just want to go on record. Sorry, go ahead, Booty.
I'm just saying the bomb on the child could work.
See?
Oh my god, it could though.
I just
They-
want to go on
they get
record
it.
say I don't like this bit.
Well,
Also,
what
when
if,
did you turn into the fucking Taliban? Jesus.
what if
This
we
is
got
this is
our
Crush speaking, not
what
Ver.
if we
This
got our
Crush,
druid?
I don't like this bit.
What if we got our druid to climb into the giant's ear? as
Our
a
druid is
mouse?
having nothing to do with stealing someone's
Climb
child.
they climb into the giant's ear as a mouse and then turn into a whale inside of the giant.
Oh, ooh.
I could do that.
That or we kill the child. Those are my two options.
Unless the giant
Um,
just squishes me when I'm a
Yeah.
mouse.
I'm leaning towards the child.
Isn't it level 7 I get flying? Because then I could just turn into like a dragonfly or something easy.
I mean, I can. We have two flying people on our team.
Yeah, but I'm talking about flying in his ear and exploding.
I
He
can
could
just
fly you as a mouse.
Can nobody cast polymorph yet?
No, I'm a rogue.
I'm not saying specifically you. There's a
You
party.
said somebody.
I think the only one who gets access to it would be Booty and
Booty.
maybe Ignite.
I don't
Yeah,
get
but
flying
higher
till level
levels.
7.
No, I'm talking about polymorph.
I'm gonna roll to see if that woman's still paying attention to her.
Polymorph
Cleric.
is
I got a
the-
20.
Clerics don't get it unless they do.
He got a 20 on
Twilight.
if this woman's paying attention to her child right now.
well, yeah. She's fucking terrified that an evil spirit's coming to take her from her.
Yeah, you also like must have
can
killed
have-
the child and just fucking
she can
disappear.
have more kids.
True.
There's high
Listen,
charisma.
maybe she likes the one she has. Okay, and she
Yeah,
doesn't.
maybe she's a fan of the one she's already got.
Said I offered that bitch 4 gold.
You offered her like $300 for her kid, and then you're surprised
Yeah.
she said no.
In a time of a siege.
Well, Love Conquers $300. I mean, I wouldn't sell my kids for $300.
Yeah, $300 is low. Like I feel like you'd have to go like 2,000 gold or something for a kid.
$300 in medieval time. Let's see for inflation.
It's not medieval times. It's a whole different universe.
It's a whole different universe. It's 300 in universe dollars.
And gold isn't even as worth much here as it is in other realms. Gold is pretty common in Theros. Bronze is worth more.
All right, so currently gold is worth 1,840 per ounce.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
All right, so
you're not buying a kid.
how about we table this and
Yeah, I bet
put
we
it on the
table
maybe,
this.
the
I'm
maybe pile.
fucking getting that kid before the city gets false.
Oh my.
All right,
Oh,
go
no.
stab this woman then in the middle of the street and take her child and see how that works for you.
You're on my team. Don't think I won't.
Oh no. Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Hey,
Meanwhile,
there's no rules against stabbing your own teammates, so.
So for those of us, there is something I would like to do, Maelstrom. So
Okay.
for those of us who are here, how do you feel about checking on Embermain? You guys want to go see if he's all right? It's been a
Yeah,
day.
he's probably in a hospital that has lots of sick children.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check on him.
fucking God.
Yes, I agree. Let's go check on Embermain.
Yeah, we should.
he's not in the hospital because he is actually.
Fall and break both of his arms.
Yeah, but he's leaving, and he's actually been worked on by the clerics of Heliod. So,
Oh, I don't know how fast they work.
I mean, they're clerics of Heliod.
It means nothing to me.
It's fair enough, but they're decent healers. They're probably the best healers north of Melitus.
There's probably
There-
some kids they just healed around the
Oh
house.
man,
They
wait
don't-
a minute. I feel like I'm falling into that NPC trap again. Trusting the NPCs is what got us here.
Yeah, so trust my plan.
I don't know. About,
I feel like there's a better way than.
I'm sure there is, but is there something more creative?
I mean,
I like
yeah,
the
I could think of a lot
bomb
of
into the giant's ear.
HK likes my plan.
That's a really good plan.
Like the
But not a kid,
polymorph?
though.
you
You just put a bomb.
turn into a
like-
spider, fly up turn into a spider, go up,
crawl up his
nose. Crawl up his nose, and then polymorph him into a giant ape or something, and then his
I don't
face
have
explodes.
polymorph.
Not even polymorph. I'm saying you could just one of those
Stab him in
bombs
the
that
eye.
we got, right? Just
Yeah.
blow it up in his brain.
Okay, how is a spider supposed
Right,
to
it's-
carry a bomb?
Because when you all the items you're carrying and
Everything
things on you, it
changes
gets
with
absorbed
you.
into yourself. When
So
you
could I, in
when wild
theory,
shape.
drop the bomb inside of him and then dip?
don't you guys have a bag?
No.
I think you guys have a bag of holding, don't you?
Someone does.
Yeah.
I forget
I
who.
have a bag of holding, yeah.
There you
If
go.
we polymorph the child with a bomb.
You could take like 5 or 8 bombs, put it in the bag of holding, and then
Kamikaze.
yeah, and well, you don't have to kamikaze. You can just lay the charges, set a fuse timer on it, and then jump out of the nose, and then have somebody who can fly save you.
Okay,
Alright, fuck it,
we
let's
are
do
not okay. So we're not sacrificing the bag of holding for some.
Well, you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, bag of
off-the-wall
holding is
Jer-bear
pretty
plan.
important.
Plus,
Really?
there's the whole technical
The
thing where it's
artificer can make
another
bag of holding.
dimension. Like the
Why don't
items
we just-
go into their own pocket dimension,
Artificers
so the
can just make 'em.
explosion would be in another dimension.
You
It
take.
wouldn't even affect
you-
this
that-
dimension.
You could take the
No,
bombs
Yeah,
out.
that's
How,
true.
that's
You
not
could-
how the bag of hold. He's not saying that.
You
He's
can
saying
empty
take 'em
it.
out the bag of holding. You set the
How
charge
big
on
are
it, you
these
keep-
bombs? Like, there's not that much space inside a skull.
Listen, you
Why,
take
every time
the
I try and say something.
yeah. Listen, you take the bag of holding. You put the bombs in it with the fuse in it. You take the shit out inside of his fucking nose, in his fucking nasal cavity. You lay the charges, light them, and then you get the fuck out of there. And then his face
The plot
explodes.
by the DM to rob us of our bag of holding.
Okay, how big is his nose? That's what I need
You
to
can
know.
keep
here.
your bag of holding. I'm not trying to rob you of your bag of. If anything, I would take the fucking spear from you.
Okay, so here is an actually viable plan that makes sense. Jer-bear has shatter arrows. He could hide somewhere close with his ring of invisibility where we expect the Cyclops could be and shatter arrow him right in the eye the moment he sees him.
Yeah, that's true. He could try. He could do that.
From invisibility, like from invisibility you get all kinds of nasty bonuses.
Yeah. And when the child's screaming in his ear, I'll have advantage. That's a great idea, Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Glad someone agrees with me.
Care Bear
Oh my
drunk?
God.
No, I just really need to kill a child today.
Oh my God.
Today? Why today? Not
Just
tomorrow.
It's just
Has
one
me-
of those
I'm a
days.
little worried.
Kill a child days.
I just
Oh,
want to
man.
put that out there. This has me a little worried.
It's what my God has asked of me, so I must do it.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
Oh, word, really?
No, no, not at all.
Hey, don't metagame.
You weren't speaking like you were in game. You were just
Yeah, I'm
saying.
lying about it.
Well, you didn't say. Okay, well, I guess you're speaking as your character now. I didn't know you guys were conversing as your character.
It goes
thought-
back and forth.
Okay, well, that's. I'm trying to keep up here. All right, so
All
Well,
right.
if you
So
kinda said
while
so,
we're
it makes sense.
talking about this, how about we head over? Let's head over to see to look for Emberman, see if we can find him, and just check in with him while we have some time before the meeting.
Yeah, let's go.
you see,
Yeah, but
you see
Go ahead.
Simbaz and a couple of the other veterans from warriors from the Embermain tribe they greet you and give you faint smiles as you enter their camp. Looks like Simbaz is meeting with some of the other tribal leaders and prominent citizens of Tethmos, working on evacuation plans and routes in order to make it down to the Spetchy River.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. So I'll head on over to Simbas, and when there's a moment in conversation, I'll engage him. I don't want to like interrupt whatever they're talking about.
Yes, my warriors will hang back as the vanguard, and I suppose you should take the front. We should try to keep as many of the citizens as possible towards the middle. However, we will need someone to cover the flanks toward the north.
Right.
The south will have the mountains. Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. How can I help you? Says as he looks up and he waves away. The people he was speaking with kind of disperse and go about their business as he turns his attention to you.
Oh, we're his friends now.
Bet his
Making
friends.
them
So what you're saying, Embermain,
even more bitter.
is that we're keeping the women and the children in the middle of the caravan.
Shush.
That was the
Shit.
plan from the beginning.
Well, yes, I mean, that is the safest place for them. We just need somebody. We're running a bit thin. We need more people to cover the flanks to the north. But
Hmm.
I suppose it can't be helped as long as we have you guys back here. I wish I could stay. He kind of trails off.
Sorry, I have a surefire plan to bring down this giant.
He kind of perks up at that, and he's like, "You do?
Yes.
Great, because if we get rid of that Cyclops, we might actually have a chance of making it to the river undetected."
I got you. May just go look for a volunteer, and we got this all solved.
Volunteer. He looks around. Well, what's the job?
Criteria? Distraction. Make
Distraction.
someone small and nimble and quick and loud.
I have a
Robot can probably be distracting.
One of my bodyguards might work for you. He waves over. He looks over. This is Ayala. He looks to his left. She is my personal guard. She has served me well.
Oh, so you're on some like Kim Jong Un shit.
Ayala, I say to
Oh
her.
my God.
Is
Don't
it
do
true
it.
that cats always land on their feet?
She looks. I don't understand this.
Was that
Race.
racist of me to say that?
I don't know. She says.
I don't think there are cats in this world.
Can you survive a fall from off a giant?
No.
Hmm.
She says, not exhuming the same confidence in you that Simbas seems to have. She kind of looks at him as he kind of gives her like a reassuring nod.
How strong is Rags? I don't think Rags can lift this person.
No, you can't. I doubt it. She's a.
Someone lighter.
I mean, orcs are real strong.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
You're maxed out your strength.
I mean, I could. Why do you need to lift me? I could lift myself. She kind of says in a question. What task do you need help with?
Bring
Sorry.
down a giant.
Okay, what's the plan? He says, looking more serious.
Fuck, I wish we had our artificer here. HK. I called it HK. HK, son of redacted.
Affirmative.
Redacted.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have like a sheet-like thing that comes out of your back when you're falling to slow your descent or anything like that?
Analyzing.
Needs a software upgrade, does he?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If we get a big enough, strong enough sheet, you can ride the wind currents down.
Ride
Problem
the wind
getting
currents.
you into the only problem is getting you into the giant's ear.
You mean a glider?
Yeah, do you have like a collapsible one?
No.
Where is the cat version of Leonardo da Vinci in this town?
Who? He says.
Leonardo Meowsky.
That's funny. You said Leonardo, and there are a bunch of Leos. That's great.
Maelstrom.
Yeah.
As Rags is saying this about using a sheet to ride down on currents, can I make some sort of roll to see if he's suffering from like some sort of madness or dementia or mental illness?
Sure, roll insight.
Because to Varen, this sounds like crazy.
Alright, roll insight.
Is it like casting a spell on me?
No, he's not casting a spell on you. He's just
Just looking
looking
you
at-
over. See if you're like suffering from madness. That's a 9.
you couldn't say. However, he's kept secrets before, and he's been very secretive. And now your eyes, you're seeing him as if for the first time. You're not exactly sure you like what you see.
Wow. Has this orc ever done you guys wrong?
You don't know this. This is his internal monologue.
My internal dialogue. That's fine with the guy.
I keep these thoughts to myself and just kind of listening to what else.
So I
he's
have 4 points of
bringing up.
piety.
Okay.
Can I use one of those to turn this woman invisible?
I mean, you can beseech your god, but your god's a bit fickle.
If she's invisible, she could probably still scream.
Well, the point is, I gotta get her up to the ear. And I'm not strong enough to lift her by flying. And you won't give me a child. So
I mean,
Why
that
do you need
sounds
somebody
like a
screaming his...
conversation you and Maelstrom should have later.
he's gonna scream, and then he's gonna do like a jerk. He's gonna jerk his head, and that's when I get him in the eye. Well, bam.
I mean, okay. I mean, I feel like there's easier ways to get this effect.
This is the way I've chosen.
Okay.
This is the way.
Okay, so, I mean, if you can figure out how to logistically get her into the giant's ear, you can do what you need to
like
do.
thaumaturgy
Is
or
there
a prestidigitation?
Is there a tower taller than the giant in the city?
No, giant's huge. That's why you could see him from over the walls.
How fast of a climber are you?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, athletic enough, she says.
Alright, if me and Bird Boy were to distract him, do you think you can climb up the back of him without causing attention?
I mean, I'm sure I could be on this giant creature without causing much attention, but you know, it's a daunting task to climb a writhing, moving giant.
What if we give you bless?
Isn't he also surrounded by gnolls?
Yeah, that could prove a problem too, couldn't it?
Okay, what if we glide you in? And then
We can get this glider from.
You want me
tower.
to glide onto a giant? Why? Says.
Varen will speak up as well. Yes, why, Rags? What's your plan here?
to fell the giant.
You think that I could fell a giant on my own by
No, you just need to
gliding?
go up there and distract him.
And then what? Am I to die?
I mean, you know, it's for your god and city.
I worship no gods.
It's for your lord and chieftain.
Hmm?
Roll persuasion with Okay, well then she just says no.
17.
Yeah, with that disadvantage net 1, not a fucking chance, bud.
I'm thinking of that meme. How about no?
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah, she is not interested in this in the least. Like, well,
Myself, I guess.
I feel like there'd be an easy way to do that. She tells you, there's probably an easy way to do this without me having to die, and I think my life would probably be better spent protecting the people on the northern flank than trying to die
Right,
hand gliding to a giant.
You go get me a small child from the northern flank.
No. Why?
God, none of you guys want to have fun.
You want a child to die? She says incredulously.
Listen, their lives aren't worth as much as ours. It's fine.
The monster just sitting there like, what?
Oh my god. Alright.
Alright. Well, I want to turn to my bird fellow. Looks like it's just me and you, buddy. Let's fly up there and kill this thing.
While I appreciate the gesture, I think we should stick to our original plan.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot it in the eye, right?
No, we were going to blow up the portion of the sewers where we can hit them the hardest, and then once the Cyclops approaches, we were going to blind him.
Or, well, if they're blowing up the sewer, you shoot your blinding light into their eye, and I shoot my loud explosion arrow into its eye.
Sure, that's what I was intending to do. I mentioned this before. Maybe you didn't catch it, but I know the blind spell. I can blind
Alright,
creatures.
and then afterwards, we're gonna have pineapple juice.
Yes,
Pineapple juice. Right, guys? We all want pineapple juice.
I'm gonna move for some coconut water, actually.
Pineapple juice is code
Tariq wasn't
word.
here
It was
for
the code word.
Pineapple juice is our code word for ditching the town.
Oh. Really? I don't want to ditch the town. I don't want to leave the chieftains. Maybe I can stay here solo and
See?
defend the town.
This is what happens when you
Good luck.
take a night off.
Now resurrect myself wherever y'all are.
Alright, so you guys are you guys are solid on your plan and ready to meet matriarchs? You see the sun sink down.
I'll ask Simbas. Simbas, how fares your uncle? Is he okay?
Much better now, thanks to the clerics. They've been helpful. They've tended to the. They are actually really great at keeping records, and they're really cut out for this logistical stuff. They've been a great help to me. I must thank you.
Oh,
On behalf of my people for their service.
I'm glad to hear that he's doing better.
Yes, I mean, he can move a little bit now, and he seems to be a bit conscious, but unfortunately, he's not 100% yet. We could really use his help in this fight to come.
He said we can use what?
We could have really used his help in the fight to come.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing the best I can, but I really don't think I'm really fit to replace my uncle just yet.
You'll do fine.
You will learn in time.
Thank you, my friends. And he grasps each of you on the shoulder. And again, thank you for all my people for doing what you're about to do. It means a lot to us.
Of course.
He pats you each on the shoulder as he takes leave of you guys and turns back to doing what leaders do: delegating orders, taking care of other stuff, checking in.
There is one more loose end I feel Varen should tie up. So, who would you say is in charge of the Temple of Heliod's personnel? All the people that bamped here with us, all of his clergy and warriors.
Well, as his oracle, you're the one outside. You're the ranking Heliod clergyman as the oracle of Heliod. So you,
Who? Okay, who was in charge before Varen showed up?
the high priest.
Was it the high priest? Okay. All right, I want to head out and search for the high priest. See if he's
Oh,
still alive.
Ah, yes, Lord Oracle. See, he's,
Lord,
So these are trying times.
they
I
are indeed.
have a task for you, high priest.
Anything in service to our Lord.
I'm afraid that my duties to Heliod will take me elsewhere. And very soon. When I
Right.
leave, I want you to take the remaining forces from the temple. Take all of your priests, all of your clerics, take all of your warriors, and help the
Heal
survivors here reach their destination.
and then kill Rags.
He bows your head.
And
He bows your head. We will do as you say. It is our plan. We have to head south anyway. We must rally the other forces of the temples and recapture the High Temple at Mount Cure. It is a stain against our Lord's honor that the temple has been sacked. We must restore the sight of our Lord.
great, that was going to bring my next point. Yes. So find other members, regroup, and strengthen your numbers. In time, Heliod be willing, I will seek you out again.
He looks at the
Keep an
spear.
eye on Rags.
As of now, Lord Oracle, you are the keeper of Lady Elspeth's spear. If you come across her, might be returned. Heliod's champion is needed to reclaim the temple.
All right, I will keep this in mind. These are dark days, and we must all do what we can to shine a light.
It's dark times indeed. It's without the Heliod's champion, we are lost, he says. But where the sun rises, there is a way, he says, and he gives you kind of a half smile, pat you on the side of the arm.
Well said. Praise the sun.
Our Lord Heliod, he says as he places his right arm across his chest as over his heart in a salute.
All right, and with that, I'll head back to the group.
Okay. All right, so you head back to the group. What were you guys doing? HK, you haven't been doing anything as of late. Trying to do anything, discover anything, pick up on anything, get any beats on any kind of personal quests that you may have had for yourself, things of that nature, before we head the game in a pretty serious different direction, depending on what you guys choose to do.
No.
Fair enough. All right, Therian, Arthian, bet.
Varian.
Therian is a character from a different video game. For some reason,
Fair. Yeah. What am I doing? Sorry, I went to go pee, so I missed the last 2 minutes.
That's cool. I'm just saying if there's any kind of side quests, anything you want to pursue before
I mean, I'd like some gold, but I'm not very Robbie.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, anything
Yeah.
else?
I think I'm pretty set. I mean, I can't afford a better crossbow yet because I'm poor. So.
All right. Luliorio?
I already got my ring, so I'm good. I'm just,
Gotcha.
talking with Simbas, reassuring him of his.
And omitting the stealing and killing of children, Rags.
I'm holding my ring up to my ear and I'm whispering into it.
What are you whispering to it?
Is anyone listening? Does anyone want to make a listen check?
I can try and make a
Varen has a decent passive perception.
You're asking the ring if anyone's listening?
No, I'm asking the group if they're listening because I was just going to repeat it.
I am.
All right, what are you saying?
I'm always listening.
I got the ring up. I'm just like, Yes, soon we shall have the child. Soon we shall be on our way to save the world. Just gotta find Jace and ditch these losers.
Nice.
And by losers, I mean lions. And by lions, I mean this disgusting city.
All the non-orcs.
And we'll find the beautiful orcs. The beautiful people. Oh, man, to be the other side of the steeple.
So Varen has a passive perception of 17. Did he hear that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Heard mutterings about ditching losers and saving the
Right.
world. Finding a man named Jace.
And orcs.
Right.
Yep.
Varen would just eye Rags curiously, but say nothing.
I'm gonna wink.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yes, and then I'm gonna loudly boast around. Yes, people, if only the orcs were here to save us. Beautiful people these orcs are.
I
Unlike
think
those
it's all coming together.
filthy elves.
As you talk about these orcs, your complexion is starting to slowly change from the milky pale that it once was to a duskier, greener color.
Ugh, getting a little
Nah.
seasick here.
I love that.
Getting a little land sick here.
Oh, you're actually turning into an orc.
Please. please be an orc.
It'll all make sense later. It's actually canonical. All right.
My beautiful people. With their spattering cities and their lovely hammers. And their blood tributes. Blood tributes everywhere.
You see dark gray tendrils that actually you don't know if they were there before Varen, but you see tendrils coming from the ring, like spidery dark veins.
At seeing that, Varen will speak up. Rags,
Alright.
there's
up?
there's something
friend.
going on with your ring there. Are you all right?
It's always done this. I'm gonna try and casually wipe my hand off on his shirt.
Varen will take a step back as Rag approaches. Are you okay, Rags? You've always been a bit eccentric, but lately, this is you've been acting very strange.
It's because the time grows short. And doom is upon us. And me and you have to go kill a giant orc.
Yes.
Kill a
You
giant-
Please
notice
take care of the Cyclops.
his complex. You notice. I mean, outside of memory, it escapes you. But as you study him more, you're noticing that his skin is a bit duskier and greener than you remember. His hair is a little bit darker and stringier.
Rags, I'm concerned about your well-being. May I check you?
It's
You
these
look
sign-
sick.
It's these sinuses, man. These cats everywhere are getting to me. I'll be fine.
Oh, that's great.
I just need to get away from this fire.
Can I do a medicine check, just like a visual inspection?
Sure, you make a medicine check.
I blow my nose.
24.
That's you.
I mean, you know that it'd be hard to discern. You know, it doesn't look like anything that you see that would be like physically, medically wrong with him, but something's definitely up.
So don't worry about us.
I'll mention this to the other group members. Leorio, Arthian, HK. I think something's wrong with our rogue. There's something not right. He looks sick.
Sick, eh? Maybe he'll meet Erebos soon.
And I'll point out the tendrils on his ring. Do you see his hand in the ring?
They look like the sickness.
Could I roll like survival on that? Or would it be like Arcana?
For what? His ring?
Yeah, or religion maybe for why there are spooky
do
tendrils coming out of this.
religion
tendril.
or arcana. You can do either or. Okay.
Damn, nice.
It's definitely something divine. Or infernal.
All right, I'll relay that to
Maybe
him. but I don't.
more infernal.
I don't. Okay, so more infernal, but I don't really. I can't suss out anything beyond that.
Nope.
All right, cool. Well, I'll let him know his ring is infernal and fucky. So
Okay.
those are gonna be Arthian's exact words. Just fucky.
Just fucky.
Yeah, it's fucky.
Give that to me.
Yeah, she said it right there in
Oh,
front of
alright.
you, in front of all of us.
It's just this damn fur. I'm telling you, it's just my sinuses. As soon as I get over giant,
Your sinuses on your finger.
listen, it's fine. I go to wipe the thing off on your shirt again.
I take another step back. Rags, do not touch me. I'm concerned about you.
Wow. After all we've been through,
Well,
after the untold amount of innocent people we've slaughtered together,
as a cleric, I'm aware that there are a number of diseases
we've
that can
viciously
affect
burned the plains
individuals.
to the ground.
I'm worried you could be contagious, Rags.
Contagious?
What's happening to you is not
There's a
normal.
fucking giant orc out there. Or thinking Cyclops.
Cyclops.
I wish there was an orc. It'd be fucking cool, but it's not.
Well, the Cyclops is not here. You are.
Yes, I obviously have the Cyclops flu.
How? This ring. Where did you get it? Now that I think about it,
Where did I get this?
I don't remember you always having this.
I think Heliod gave it to me. I think he's to blame.
Insight check.
I got it in his temple.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give myself guidance for this. Farron's gonna say a quick little prayer. $28.
Your clarity as Oracle gives you insight enough to know, and you're familiar enough with the other gods to know the work of the deceiver.
I did get this in the temple, though. I wasn't lying about that.
Yeah.
But you didn't get it from Heliod. You're lying, Rags.
Yeah, I'm lying. This is where I got it. Heliod's the only god I know.
So you said I would recognize this as something from the god of deceit?
Yep.
And what would Vera know about? What's the deity's name? As a player, I don't know.
It's Phoenix. He's the god of cheats and liars. He governs the gambling, the deception, the betrayal, the isolation, the planning of secrets. And he is worshipped by criminals and others. Ishtu.
Rags, this is a mark of Phoenix, the god of everything that Maelstrom said.
Well, I reach my hand out, take the ring off. I can't fucking get this shit off.
If you'll allow me, I may be able to help.
No, well, good luck, because I gotta go kill it, Cyclops soon.
No, help you. May I cast a spell on you?
I cast a spell on you.
The last person to cast a spell on me, I ended up in
Oh my god, just piss on the fucking floor. Hang on, I'll be back.
All right, I'll head on over to Rags, and actually this is a ranged spell, and I will cast Dispel Magic on his ring.
Oh, that... Okay.
Oh, come on, leave the ring fun. Let's see what happens.
Well, it doesn't work on a god or an artifact of a god anyway. Can't dispel divine magic.
Divinity, yeah.
Fine.
Well, it seems, for better or worse, you're stuck with this.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
All right. I'll trust your judgment in this.
We gotta kill this giant one-eyed fucking fat bastard.
Yes. The citizens can escape.
All right. So you guys are, you realize it's about the time that Brimaz told you that he would escort you to speak with the matriarchs of the tribes at the temple. I mean, at the palace.
That's fair. I start heading back.
All right, you guys start heading back. Is anybody
To the matriarchs.
is anybody accompanying Baron?
I
Yeah.
All
The
right.
temple.
All right, you and the companions who decide to join you make their way towards the northern district, past the more affluent market districts, back to the palace grounds. You make your way through the gates. The sentries there are well aware of you, and they know you're coming. Everybody kind of gives you nods of respect as you pass by through the corridors of the palace, and you make it to the assembly room where you were at before when you were making the initial plans to defend the city and safely evacuate everybody. You meet King Brimaz there. I've done as you asked, Baron. You'll have your meeting. He
Thank
said,
you.
No,
Thank you, King Brimaz.
thank you. Without your help, and the help of and the help of your healers, Lord Embermane would most surely have perished, and one of our great tribes, one of our great prides, would have been leaderless. Orskos owes you much, and the Leonin people owe you much.
Embermane is a fine warrior, and it pleases me that he is doing better.
I will, for myself, I will offer prayers to Heliod in your honor, and I pray for your success.
Thank you. It would go over better if you stayed. Would you stay and join us for the meeting?
He hesitates much. I need to appear strong for my people, and this may taint my reputation if I stick up for you too much. But I can see where it is important. Roll persuasion, see if you can convince him.
Okay. Let me switch over. Uh, 18. I didn't cast guidance. It's just 18.
Our traditions of abstaining from piety may seem foolish to most outsiders, and given present circumstances, I can see why. Perhaps we should abandon our agnosticism, as it were. It's time that Orskos adopts the patronage of a god. Maybe we could have avoided this in the first place, he says.
Maybe. Who's to say? What's done is done, and I can tell you that as the Oracle of Heliod, he has only done right by me.
He nods to you. If it helps, I'll do what I can, he pledges to you.
I give a bow.
Alright. He inhales deeply and lets out a big breathy sigh. Well, Heliod be with us, he says, half mockingly, as he swings the doors open to the council chambers. And you step in, you see a round table filled with 8 other Leonin women. They both they're dressed not extravagantly, but they do hold bearing of dignity, and you can get like the aura of wisdom on their features. They're probably the first faces you looked at that just didn't look either anxious, scared, or out of their mind. They have kind of like a serene wisdom and poise. And they eye you coolly and nod and give you a slight bow of the head as you enter.
I give a bow back. Greeting, venerable matriarchs. I am Varen, Oracle of Heliod.
One of them sitting towards the center, dressed in blue, looks well met, Baron. I hear that we have much to thank for you, for the preservation of Lord Embermane, and the help that the armies avoided the impending armies in siege. It seems Orsko sold you much, and Brimaz has said you had something to ask of us. And as you honor us, we decided that to honor you, we would hear you out. What is this request you have of us?
As you know, the temple at Mount Curie has been sacked by Mogus and his army. When Heliod's temple fell, his presence in this region has been greatly diminished. And as such, he is not able to offer much aid in the current situation to help defend your people and to help fight back the forces of Mogus that lay siege to this wonderful city. But there is hope. Last night, Heliod spoke to me in a vision, and while it was difficult to communicate to him, he did say that if the people of Thutmose come together and pray to him for assistance, your combined faith may be enough to overcome the shadow that has fallen over this region. If your people were to bend the knee and accept Heliod and beseech him to aid you, he may have enough power to reach out and help us in your dark hour.
This is a big ask. She kind of sighs and looks flatly at you. The mistrust for the gods is ancient in Tethmos and Orskos, and in the Leonin people. Mistrust of the gods runs in our veins, in our history. And unfortunately, this business of recent events has even deepened those sentiments, unfortunately. How do you... But... as Brimaz conceded, our fence-sitting and failing to adopt a patron god in Tethmos may have attributed to our current prediction. He said so much himself, but how can Heliod help us? He couldn't help his own temple.
Heliod requires, as many of the gods do, they gain their powers through the faith of their believers. Your people's faith must be true, and you must reach out with open minds to him and offer up your faith.
Your own.
And then, and only then,
Heliod.
will Heliod be able to hear your prayers and be strengthened by the combined faith of your people.
Faith is a fickle thing and only inspired through deed. What can Heliod do? What can you do to inspire our people to this purpose? Certainly there must be something. We have a giant that could easily crush our walls at any moment. She kind of that steely look of serene grace falters a second as you can see fear touch the features of her expression just faintly as she resumes and regains her composure.
We have a plan to deal with the Cyclops And I am confident that my group and I will be able to handle it.
Should we not pray to you and not this god, then? She says, half smirking.
Makes sense.
Well, I am
Yeah.
flattered. No, I am immortal as you are. And praying to me would do you no good.
From what I understand, another one speaks up. There have been mortals that become gods. I mean, look at Phoenix. He is one such. Or that business with Xanagos, however brief it was.
What you say is not untrue. In the history of the gods, there have been mortals who have gained sufficient strength to attain godhood for themselves. However, I do not seek such ambitions. I am a servant of Heliod, and I do not wish to be a god myself.
And how does your god reward you for your piety? Another one stands up. Anger kind of touches her features a little bit. He brings death to you. To all of us. She says, looking at each one of her, of the other matriarchs.
I understand your anger. I as well share in it. But know that it is not Heliod who has brought this army to your door. I should remind you that the temple of Heliod has stood at Mount Curie for years. And in all that time, there has never been so much as an incursion from Heliod's temple upon your people. But the day that the temple fell, Mogus invades with his army and lays siege to your city, seeking to sack and do God's knows what to your people. If that does not speak volumes for the differences in the gods, I do not know what does.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Guidance.
Okay.
14.
14, is that with guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. Another matriarch from across the table, from the opposite side of the table, the one that just addressed you, last says, the oracle speaks true. Like, did not the priests of Heliod tend our wounded and heal our Lord Embermane? She kind of squints daggers at the other matriarch. Kind of squints daggers at the other one as she regains her composure and sinks down to her seat.
The matriarch speaks true. And in fact, you should know that I have ordered the high priest and his soldiers to accompany your people to their destination and to see them reach Melithus. I think that's where they were going, right?
Yeah.
Mogus, right? Oh, Oh, you mean...
Mogus is the guy.
To the southern city.
Yeah. So, I think you're heading down to Satessa.
Satessa.
Mm-hmm.
I have instructed the high priest and his soldiers to accompany your people and to tend to their needs and to guide you to Satessa. So know that they would at least ensure that should any marauders or vagabonds attempt to interfere, they will aid in your defense.
Another one that's to the right of the head matriarch says, this would help with the problem in the northern flank. If we have the temple guard positioned there, we may be able to better protect the caravan. She says.
They are at your service, and they will aid in the caravan as best as they can.
The matriarch to the other side of the head matriarch says, with the temple with the people and helping them openly, it might be easier to persuade them to adopt the worship of Heliod. The head matriarch looks to her side. Very well. There still must be a sign. What are we to tell the people as a mark of Heliod's favor? What sign will there be, Oracle? She looks at you expectingly.
And with that, I cast Thaumaturgy, and I make the staff of Heliod glow bright with its light, and I raise my voice to booming proportions. Fear not, brave matriarchs. I can give the sign to your people.
Roll insight.
Inside.
You got it. You got this.
Believe in you.
Nice.
16.
It occurs to you that
2 nat ones.
felling the huge
Cyclops?
the Cyclops would be a divine task indeed. One worthy of a god. And absolutely a feat, marking the heralding of a champion of a god.
Ooh. You need to state that Cyclops.
And if your people bend the knee to Heliod,
Oh God.
I will ensure that the Cyclops falls and troubles you no more.
Her eyes shoot up at that. I'm sure if you were able to eliminate this threat from our lands, that the worship of Heliod would come most easily indeed, she says.
We have a plan in motion to deal with the Cyclops tomorrow. However, things may get chaotic during the battle. And how am I to bring you notice of the Cyclops' death in the middle of all of this carnage?
I'm sorry, what was that? How are you to know that?
Yeah, how am I supposed to let her know the Cyclops is dead
It
when
is,
we're in the sewers and like the army's invading the city?
I mean, it's a big boy. When he falls,
We'll plant a flag in his head or something.
I mean, and
I
we're
don't know. Cut off his ear.
I'm sure when he like falls onto the wall or whatever, people be like, "Oh my God, what was that sound?"
Also, we could just like cut off his ear or something.
Yo, you can take his eye.
Why the eye?
he's huge.
It's a Cyclops eye.
They're leaving. They're not leaving underneath the sewers. I don't think.
Yeah, they're leaving out the eastern gate, right?
Yeah, because if you're trying to
Oh.
you're trying to sink everybody into the sewers. If they're
Yeah,
linked
that's
to,
what I was under the impression that like we were gonna be fighting them in the sewers. Like we were gonna blow a hole and they were gonna sink down to our level and we were gonna fight them in the sewers.
but that's not where that's not where they're leaving to. And this guy is huge. Like he's taller than the city walls.
Okay, so he's probably too big to
He's
fit in the sewers
huge.
in the first place.
I mean,
Yeah.
a person can walk into his nose like a fucking cave. This guy's pretty big.
Oh shit, okay. Alright. Watch for the Cyclops. When he falls, you'll know.
See, the matriarchs. If you accomplish this feat and the Cyclops falls and our people make it to the river, we will personally commission the songs in honor of your god. And
I want to marry a mother,
our gods, correct stuff.
Wait, what?
What?
and Rag wants to marry one of the mothers.
Ah,
When the matriarchs?
Yep.
They kind of look. It is not our custom that the matriarchs are widowed, and we rule from being widowed.
I will unwill you.
oh, that's okay. Gotcha.
I look at Rags like, can we talk about this later?
Listen, I'm just trying to get it in, dog.
You got it, right? You got it.
I look back to the matriarchs and say, please forgive my companion. He is
Bewitched by your beauty, my fair ladies.
unwell recently.
Yo puts a hand on her back and he says, "Let's go over here, my friend."
Have you ever slept with an orc before?
Surely.
Not yet.
You never go back.
All right. So,
Once you go green, you're nothing but mean.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Surely you're just the head matriarch says, I'm sure you're just. I'm sure a hero in your company can find much fitter and comelier women than
I
than
approach
us.
her and I take her hand. I was like,
Oh no.
the stars themselves gaze
Yo,
upon
it's
you
to stop him.
in your eyes, and that's all I desire.
He
Rax
says,
is gonna
"All
get
right, friend, let's
arrested.
go."
Roll charisma. Make a charisma save.
Good thing my charisma is 10.
I want to pull him away.
17!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Nothing can stop
I
him.
will slay this giant, and I will slay it in your name. If you will only speak it to me, so I may know. Bless this humble servant with words unworthy of these ears.
Well,
I patiently wait for her name.
I am Messine.
Missy. My life was empty till this moment. I now have a purpose. And I will get up and I will run out the window and jump into the air and scream to battle.
Nice.
Okay. You made in the.
Come, my companions.
He's ready to fight now. You got a wifey on the line.
Wow, you guys are the most bipolar fucking party ever. You guys can't make up your mind.
It's your friend. It's Jerbear. He's like the sword of chaos.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa,
I said
guy.
this last time. Like, you sow so much chaos that you get lost in it yourself.
I know exactly what I'm doing here.
I'm,
This is a backup plan.
yeah, I'm killing children and he's team player again. I mean, he's team player again, I guess, for all you know. Okay, so he just jumps out the window. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for guys to follow.
Well,
I mean,
there's
in shooting. This is like human history in the making, right? Like, you tell a man he's gonna have a wife. That's it. That's all he needs.
all right. You might want to proclaim to priests of Heliod your intent, because I think you failed to do so. No, Baron. About converting. I mean, I'm sure they'll try it anyway, but definitely letting them know, let people to watch for the omen and the sign that it is the will and grace of Heliod that let that happen. Probably would go a long way of aiding that.
Okay. Yeah. Then after the meeting, after they've said everything they wanted to say, matriarchs. So, is there anything else? Any other concerns you may have?
No, Lord Varen, but your God and your deeds and your God may yet give us hope, and for that, we thank you.
And Rags.
And well, you're not there. You jumped out of a window, so
I give a
Kill the
slight
giant.
bow, and I say, "May Heliod be with you. Praise the sun." And I'll turn and walk out.
Burmaz follows him behind you. Seems like you didn't even need me at all, he says. Well done.
Well, just having you there was assistance enough. Your presence was a boon. Thank you.
How is Merlene acting about my love confession?
Well, she's furries, so you didn't really see her blush. But at her age, she's not really looking for suitors right now.
She's gonna get one.
Seeing as how she's a geriatric Leonin.
She's like a grandma. She probably has like 15 grandkids.
Exactly.
Here comes Daddy.
She's not of a she's not from a childbearing age. She's well past the childbearing age.
It's all right.
Like, I'm pretty sure she's like half blind and kind of vaguely enfeebled.
God.
Hey, when the lights go out, it's all the
Can
same.
you stop hating on my future wife?
Well, I'm just telling you what you're getting into. So I don't know. You're getting
It's a marriage of power.
a marriage for what purpose?
Because then once I rule her, I'll rule all the maidens. And then I'll rule the Leorios.
I mean, if you marry the matriarch, she still holds a higher station than you. You don't.
Leorio has his own species now. All the Leorio.
You do know that like titles like that aren't inherited, right?
Yeah, but I mean, she's gonna listen to what her husband says. I mean,
You assume, but she also holds a higher station than you.
listen, this is my backup plan in case running away doesn't work.
I mean, you feel free to pursue it. I'm just telling you, like, depending on what you're trying to do, it may not work.
Listen, you won't let me use a child as a kamikaze. Now you're shooting down my love plans.
I'm not shooting down your love plans. I'm just saying you have a strange aim in bedfellows, and you can't just proclaim love for a matriarch just out in the open, and expect it to go well without working up. You gotta have some foreplay to it, dude. Gotta be some kind of subtlety and nuance.
When I bring her the fucking giant eye,
If you gather enough fame, she'll swoon.
All right, yeah, sure. I mean, it's possible. I mean, you just have to work for it a bit. It just can't just happen. Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna go fucking kill this giant right now.
All right, let's go kill Giant.
I want to swoop down, grab a kid, and kill this fucking giant.
All right, so now we're back into killing Giant and helping the Leone camp. All right.
Out of character, I kind of like the idea of killing the giant. Like, let's be real. When's the next time we're gonna get a chance to fight a Cyclops?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Rob. You never know. We already fought a Hydra twice.
That thing upgraded. It was a Hydra at first, and then it became like Godzilla Hydra
Hydra
mode.
Plus
Yep.
became King Dodoria.
Hey, man. I told you,
Godzilla and King Kong wrapped in one.
I was trying to guide you guys into doing something. Failed it. It's cool though, because now we're getting back to it. It just took a little bit longer.
Just murder hobos at heart.
I know, but I still gotta have my fun and kind of keep the story going as much as possible. And we're in a good spot. I think.
Let's not start this fight. We only have 10 minutes left.
No, absolutely not. Besides, I didn't know if this fight was going to happen. I was kind of seeing where you guys are at, but I think as far as RP getting everybody on the same page, I think we made a lot of progress. I thought pretty good.
Yeah.
So we all know that we're either gonna ditch or we're gonna marry the matriarchies.
For the sake of expediency, can we just say that Varen went and explained the new plan to the High Priest and how he is to aid them and help them pray to Heliod when the time comes?
They take it as a divine sign, and they're emboldened that you have received word from Heliod, from Heliod himself, and they are just counting the days till they can reclaim the temple, because they know it went from a lofty goal to a sure thing in their eyes, and they're renewed with the fervor of their god, and they know for a fact that you guys are going to be successful in bringing down that abomination, and that soon they'll be once again reveling in the halls of their temple.
Have faith, High Priest. We will make this right.
We shall not waver, Lord Varen.
Praise the sun. And I'll return to the group.
Alrighty. Anybody else have any other business before you guys get to business?
Now let's go.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that should be it. I think.
So I think I'm doing pretty good with pacing. Right at 10:51. I've been pretty good at keeping you guys right at the mark. Pretty proud of that. So, if nobody has anything in conclusion or any insight or anything they want to add to the conclusions of today's session, we'll call it right here for now, and we'll pick up next week at the next day. You guys can all take a long rest and level up.
Oh, and level up.
Oh
Shit.
Wonderful. So I'm level.
Oh, damn.
Baron, you get 5 piety points.
Oh, I'm back in double digits.
Nice.
For the RP, you get an inspiration point.
Whoa.
For I'm giving it to Rags for playing out the whole sick thing. That's an inspiration point. I like that. It's good, especially the bit with being allergic to the cats. I laughed at that. It was great.
Oh god damn, that sucks.
But
Hooray.
I'm not gonna reroll though. I'm committed.
Okay.
Yeah,
just take the average. If you don't want to do that, take the average.
Alright.
Darren is like concerned that Rag has fallen to some sort of mental illness.
Alright, my average was 5.
That's
Alright.
fine. It adds an interesting group dynamic. I'm all about it. Party members don't have to like each other as long as they work together in game. And sometimes it's better that way. If there's like some kind of rivalry or some kind of like mistrust within the party, it adds a cool dynamic to it. As long as everybody's working towards that goal.
RP was, Jer Bear, that
Yeah.
you've convinced Varen that you're crazy.
Nice.
Like legitimately crazy.
Oh, I have to add all these new spells now to my sheet. Fuck.
Well, he's got this.
Right.
Yeah, he's starting to slowly get this golem thing going on with the ring and the stringy
fuck
hair.
my life. That's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Oh man.
Oh, I have to add so much shit to my sheet. Fuck, that's gonna be so
You
annoying.
got homework to do.
And I think that should do it. I know, MC, if you want to RP anything or go anything with Iros or have any questions about that, if you have any kind of side agenda you want to try to aim for, IME something. I'll work something in. Because I know I asked everybody else that too, or if I didn't, if you guys have any ideas or directions for your characters, I can work it into the story if you let me know.
I still want my character to find Farika at some point.
Alright, well, if you take steps towards that in game, I'll meet you halfway and we can work something out.
Cool.
Same thing with MC with you and Iros. I know you. Redacted, yeah.
Understood.
And for Leorio, I had some plans for him that got put on hold shortly that I'll be discussing with you shortly, because I don't know if you remember that figure that you talked to, like the only other one like you that would talk and actually had a personality that you talked to and helped you with it. Yeah, he's important. He'll come back later. We'll be in touch. We'll talk about that.
Awesome.
And Varen, I got something to do. I'll sideline with you as well. Outside of that, if nobody else has got anything else, we'll call. I'll get off here.
Yeah, no, that's
Sounds
it.
good.
I very much enjoyed the RP. It was funny.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's good. All right.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. And thanks, everybody, for watching. If you watch this later time, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you could. Please hit that notification bell, stay updated on all things Dungeons and D-Bags. And remember, we have another game every week on Sunday as well. And stay updated for that. I will update, promise you, the channel on YouTube, so those playlists will get in the proper order. Hold me to that. Without any further ado,